All right, we're gonna play a song. This is dedicated to Nick Fuentes. I mean, I'm gonna fuck it up because I haven't practiced it at all. But this is for him. You're the love of my life, but it cuts like a knife, and I feel like I'm being misled. See, I'm a little concerned, for I recently learned of the swastika tattoo on your head. And it makes you smile when you hear Zeke howl. You love the smell of a burning cross in the yard, and your goose step salutes in your Doc Martin boots, and you quoted Mein Kampf in our 5th anniversary card. I think you're a Nazi, baby. Are you a Nazi? You might be a Nazi, baby. You keep extensive files on the Nuremberg trials, and you watch them whenever they're airing. And I guess I should have known when you bought a new phone for your puppies named Goebbels and Goering. You showed up late to our very first date. I said, how are you? You said, white power. Call me paranoid, but I'm not overjoyed when you ask me if I want to shower. I think you're a Nazi. Don't be a lying, baby. Are you a Nazi? Are you anti-Zion, baby? Your every dress is monogrammed SS, and you hold an Aryan picnic and bash. And it makes me irate when you say I look great when I wear a little tiny mustache. Your social politics say the races don't mix, and you call it pure blood pollution. And whenever I'm sad, you say it's not so bad. For every problem, there's a final solution. I think you're a Nazi. Give me an answer, baby. Are you a Nazi? You drive a fucking Panzer, baby. You say that love is blind, but how could I have guessed? But then again, I met you at the Wagner Fest. I know you're a Nazi, and that's why I'm leaving. I know you're a Nazi, sure as my name is Lycan. GTV Bergstein. Hey, do we know how many people he pardoned yesterday? Because I had a bet with Dan that he wouldn't pardon more than 100, or that he wouldn't pardon 100 plus. And I didn't hear shit about a pardon except Steve Bannon. So,
Tom, what are you doing?
73 pardoned, 70 commuted. Yeah, baby. What are we gonna spend $100 Dan on? I was thinking about grants clemency. Ooh, clemency. Wait, hold on. Clemency. But how many pardons specifically? Pardons. Is the clemency the same as a pardon, or does clemency just mean like a commutation as well? One of my genuine concerns right now is, like, they're talking about unity, but I feel like there's a quarter of the country, if not half the country, that is tuned out to any talk about unity, and they're looking for any reason to shit on it and say, no unity from us. And that feels bad, because it's like we need something like a 9/11, as if we can't internally unify just based on the last 35 years of partisan politics. We can't just internally unify. We need that outside force to help us unify. But then when we did it, we did a lot of things that we shouldn't have done, like the Patriot Act, starting the war in Iraq, destabilizing the Middle East. So it's like, I don't want us to have to like keep dodging the bullet. I want us of internal conflict. I want us to address it. I want us to find some resolution. And that's totally possible. We need the right leader and we need the right situations. But, you know, we have people that are profiting. And I don't mean that in like the super leftist way. I mean, like, we have people like Tim Pool that they profit off this and they get that good feedback loop for them that makes them continue to engage with information the way they do, that gives these people the feeling that they are validated in their hatred of the left. And then the idea that, did you know that 61.4% of Trump voters believe that traditional American way of life is eroding and that violence may be necessary to bring it back? That's fucking terrifying. How do you combat that? Especially when you have institutions working so hard to continue to support it. I want to mute that. What's going on the other one? I don't know what the 1776 report is. I know what the 1776 commission or initiative or whatever. That was an attempt to do some real stupid American exceptionalism propaganda. And it is propaganda because we have a lot of fuck-ups. And what that effort was designed to do was to erase from our schools any mention of the fact that we've done some serious fucked up shit, or to gloss over, to whitewash it, however you want to phrase it. The point of that initiative was to not be honest with ourselves, and to kind of continue to push down this idea that America's had some fuck ups. And you know what? It's so healthy to look at your fuck ups and to figure out a way to move forward from them. And every time some of our politicians like just try to squash down the idea that our children should be educated on this and that it's going to make them hate America if we do educate them on this, is so fucking stupid. Not to rewrite it, but to not talk about the bad parts of the history. I'd be a little more scary if it was rewriting. And maybe there is some stuff that is revisionist. One could argue that the way we are often taught about the Civil War is in a way revisionist. You know, I'm looking at my YouTube suggestions next to this video. And it's fast food done right with Gordon Ramsay. And I've seen this video before, and one of the things in the thumbnail is the fried chicken. And if you've ever fried chicken, that isn't fast. You got to get the oil to the right temperature. You've got to create your batter or your breading. You've got to separate the wash into all the bowls. It's a pretty prep-intensive, piece of food. It's not dunk and be done. There's a French horn, baby. Sing to me, horns. I played French horn in high school. There aren't going to be a lot of people, the cans. Like the field, they show you the field where people would normally stand is just flags because they don't want people there because of COVID. They already didn't want people there because of COVID, but now they really don't want people there because of the shit from last week. Hey, it's Ted Cruz.
Did tuba spread more COVID?
I mean, I'd say probably not. There's a lot of distance to travel in a tuba, and if you've ever played a wind instrument, a lot of the spit gets caught inside of it. Now, granted, microparticles are all that's needed to, or nanoparticles are all that are needed to fuck your world up with COVID. So I don't know, actually. I would hate to live in DC right now. Yesterday, I woke up with a desire to be a Viking. I would just watched all 3 Thor movies, and I've always loved I loved Norse mythology and Greek and Roman mythology and all that, but I was like Norse mythology because there was more like interaction with that, with like our ideas of the occult and fantasy and whatnot. You know, dwarves, gnomes, all that shit. And so I woke up wanting to be a Viking and to dig into some of that shit. And my two things I usually go to are items. So like when I watch Lord of the Rings, it makes me want to start smoking a pipe again. And I've always wanted a real church warden, which is the pipe, the long pipe. And by the way, little known fact, unless you know what a church warden's for, the reason it's called a church warden and was used by church wardens is because that long pipe keeps the ash, the coal, from burning in your eyes, so that you're not blinded every time you take a hit. So that keeps it far away from you, so you can smoke your pipe, but you're still able to see fully. Like no one can, use that to their advantage. Anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, so then as I'm talking about this in chat, someone's like, "Oh, by the way, did you know that white nationalists have hijacked a fuck ton of Norse mythology?" I had no idea, and they've done it to a lot. The Tree of Life, Thor's hammer, all kinds of things are all fucking being appropriated. Whoop! That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop! That's the sound of the beast. You're the love of my life, but it cuts like a knife. The white nationalist did, Lynnie. Oh yeah, man. Emptying spit valves was one of the most disgusting things you were ever allowed to do in school. Like, just right on the floor. And, oh, man. Dude, that would be some sick shit. Let's go C-SPAN. I think you're a Nazi. Don't be a lying, baby. What do you guys think of the slick back hat hair? Do I look like Mike from PA? Every dress is monogrammed SS, and you hold an Aryan picnic and bash. Makes me alright. Social politics say that racists don't mix. Dude, I tell you what, Biden has like the most illusionary hair ever, because he's obviously like very, very bald on top. But the like just over the years, like, cause look at him like from the 70s, right? Or the 80s. Out! Out! Hand! Out! Ouch! Sorry. Triggered. Little PTSD moment. Yeah, but it's a significant thing. That one man. This one man leads the United States of America. Still, despite Donald Trump's fuckery, one of the greatest countries in the world. I don't think we should ever rely on that laurel at all. What's the point of a fist bump if you're still going to fucking pat his shoulder, dude? Jesus. Anyway, like, we are still one of the greatest countries, but we should never rely on that. That should never be like a place where we go, oh, okay, well, we're still one of the greatest countries, so we can. So I guess it's bad, but anyway, we're still one of the greatest countries. No, we don't do that. We need to push forward, be better. My name is Lycan. Please subscribe to my channel, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. I need your subs and I need your support so I can grow my shit bigger. Please, oh please, I don't need donations, just need your follows and adorations. Please, 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 like, subscribe, and follow.